back hanging on to the old mobile because the extension thing I brought to see if I could put it into that clip that's on the dash there was so the clip was on backwards, so needless to say I had to do more freaking around, and I didn't have time because I had a dog to take to the city, meet my son on time. You know, that kind of busy. And we had lunch at Montana's, which was, we had the chicken and ribs special, I think it was. And it was not very good. The only thing that came hot were the beans. And they put it in this little kind of ketchup holder. And they don't give you anything to get it out of there. They're going to give me beans, and they're good beans. Put them in a bigger container. Give me more beans. They can't be that expensive. Anyway, fries were cold, the ribs were cold, and the chicken was warm, I think, but it didn't take very long before it cooled off too. So, okay, I guess that's all right. I got my elbow sitting on the arm rest, and great news, the best thing I've heard of in probably 7 or 8 years. Our Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, is stepping down. He couldn't hang on any longer. So that spoiled little brat is gone. The country is going to take some doing to recover from this. Probably I'll be dead by the time it's, if everything goes good, I'll be dead. But he's gone. So hopefully whoever gets in the next time has enough votes that they don't have to call upon the NDP party to keep them in power. And the only reason they did that for so long was that this John McSing, or whatever his name is, had to stay in until today, I think it was, so that he can get his $2 million pension. But anyway, he'll be going too. So we're going to have a major change in the government of Canada coming up whenever they get around to it. Now they got to elect a new leader of the Liberal Party. That won't happen for about 3 months. And then after that, they don't have to have a new election until October, I think it is. So the best we can do is hope for calling an election after they get themselves a new leader. And the chances are good that we're going to have a different party coming in. But we just have to wait and see. But the good news was the drama queen is out. Now today, I had to stop at the old folks' home, get some papers, as well as take Storm in, get his ears done again. Then Costco. It was busy. And I bought some mustache wax. I can't remember what it's called. Some butter they call it. I think it's mostly beeswax, and the one of them I was reading had mango in it. Anyway, as you may know, I'm not into cutting my hair. At least I haven't been in years. The last thing I cut was my beard, and I cut it 3 times. My wife didn't notice. I could have cut it right off the back of my head, and she probably still wouldn't notice. So I'm not doing that again. But my mustache, my son-in-law, he's got a monster mustache. He's got like one of these old-fashioned like sheriff of Tucson or Deadwood mustache. Big, thick thing. And it extends out. Apparently he was a big hit when he went to the Philippines. Everybody wanted to take a picture with him. He turned into somewhat kind of a celebrity when he was there. I thought that was kind of cool. But at my age, 71, not doing a lot of kissing with the old lady. Haven't done that in years. So there's no point in not using a little bit of wax. So I think I'm going to have to write my son-in-law and see what he has to say and get some tips off of him. Oh, school bus. Way down yonder, and the lights are flashing, and you are not allowed to go. And yet, there are people that just swing out and go by. Kids get hit every year. People are in such a rush. Oh, I can't hold the other hand. I'll hold this as long as I can. Oh, good. The bus is pulling off. Let's just go by. I got all this crap to take out of here. I got 2 bags of dog food, 2 bags of, or 2 cases of pop, and my shoulder still hurts. Oh, what happened there? Second gear of okay, here we go. There's Johnny's. That's the closest gas station, by the way. So you could figure out how far it is from there to where I have to go home. And it's quite a ways. So another thing I got to be aware of is that right wiper. I've tore it off 3 times now. And every time I go to put it on, I got to rethink it. Even if it's the next day. Because we've been having some rain coming down. And the wipers gets frozen to the windshield. Uh-oh. He wants out. Storm wants to go. O-U-T. We're going home, Storm. Hang on. Pinch it. I don't know how my wife can do it. She keeps them in here like almost all day long. But she takes them in the city. And it's 1:30, so, and a bit. There we go. Don't know what that is. Don't see a lot of activity around there. It's a greenhouse of some sort. Of course, I'm going 85 and a 50. And here we go. Now in the spring, if we have a big heat wave come in and there's a lot of snow in the bush and a big rain event, all of this is filled full of water. And a lot of times we can't get through here. It's closed off till the water goes down. Hey, check this out. That's a little tiny house. There's a few of them around nowadays. Most of them are in the city. I showed you that in the old Walmart video. I can't see if it's still going or not. Okay. And there's one of many chicken barns. I think they only use them for eggs. And after the eggs are done, they go for dog food. And we don't feed that to our dogs anymore because we suspect it may be causing hot spots, which are skin irritations where the dog will start gnawing away and basically all the hair goes and they just can't stop from scratching and biting on a certain area. Then it's a big deal because it's pretty tender, and with this guy in the back, Storm, it's you can't touch him. I don't blame him. But now we just had a birthday here. Ice turned 7. And I think Storm is next, and then Bear. Now these 3 dogs are all Great Pyrenees. They're all from the same litter, or not litter, well, they're all brothers, but from different litters. Yeah, that's the way you put it. And Storm being the oldest was the first dog we got. And a year after we came here, because we arrived in Canada in 2017, we got the first dog in February. And I called him Storm, and he's had little patience for me since he was a pup. And, well, let's just say I learned quite a bit from him. He showed me a lot of what not to do. I'm sold there. Oh, that's not a bad looking shack. There is a place on another road that I took you down before, the one that goes out towards Stanley. And there's a 3-acre farm out there with an old house, kind of like this one, for sale for $269. And there's another place in here, just in here somewhere. They want $365,000 or something for it. Oh, I'll show you where it is. We got to go down there anyway. It's an old schoolhouse. It's maybe about 1,200 square feet if it's got that much. And the other farmhouse, one thing I did notice though, was they have a lot of those window units for air conditioning and heat. I don't know what you call them. Heat pumps or something, I think. You'll see them on a lot of places. Oh, geez, there's cops. We're all speeding. And he's still going. Oh, what's this one? Don't know what that is. They have a radar out here once in a blue moon. Hang on there, buddy. We'll get you home soon enough. Another 15, 20 minutes. And I don't know how long my arm's going to last. But this old decrepit house, the guy next to it bought it, and he did a great job. These Europeans, I don't know where they're from, did a great job fixing it up. Here we go. He's a Jeep collector. Yeah, that house is just down here around the corner here. Easy, pal, easy. I think it's the next one on, yeah, there it is. On the left here. Unbelievable amount of money they want for that. Yeah. The thing is, somebody might want it. Oh, there's a cattle way up there. And that's usually full of deer. It could be deer. Oh. Oh, I have a hard time turning my neck around here. Let's have a bit better of a gander there. That could be deer. And here we are. The Dorn Ridge Road. Oh, there's a place for sale up here somewhere. Oh yeah, there is. There's a... up to the right down here at the fork. The fork, eh? This is the mail lady. Uh-oh. Gotta watch out for that. There's the frost in the ground has been coming in and out. And every time that starts to go out, until it's completely out, we got frost heaves on this road. And it'll make you go airborne if you're not careful. Oh yeah, my wife's been sick for 3-4 days anyways. I hope I don't get it. She's got a man one, that's for sure. What do we got here with a flashy light here? That's the courier. I get some pills coming, so maybe that was it. And there's no way that you can leave a message to Canada Post to give them instructions whether or not to leave it outside or put it over here, put it in the mailbox. Because if they don't, then they take it away. And I have to go back to the post office and go get it. Which is another trip. This guy's gone out of here. I think they locked him up, actually. There we are. I'll say one thing for sure, that Tyvek they put on there. Oh, that could be the courier too. That's 2 couriers. It's not so bad sitting in the driver's seat on these bumps, because you got the steering wheel and you know when it's coming. But I don't know who that was. That was a blue one. But in the passenger seat, there's nothing really to hang on to, so you're at the will of the driver. They've almost got the siding on this house. Oh, this has been a while. What do we got going on here now? I don't know. Maybe a hole in the road again. And it's going to get slippery here pretty quick. All this is in the shade, for the most part. So it never does really get a good chance to melt. And they do put a lot of salt and sand on here. I know. We're almost home. Hang on. Okay, we're almost home. I don't want to have to stop and let him out. Because then I have to fight to get him back in. Sometimes he'll jump in, but that's not guaranteed. So we have a ramp to get him in at home. That works pretty good. Okay, so this is the end of the chip seal, and right up here is where the gravel starts. But it's not really gravel, it's just dirt. And most of the times the plow stops and turns around right back there before the sign. Also, I need to point out, I'm going pretty quick here. I'm going about, I don't know, 80 kilometers at 50 miles an hour or something like that, maybe. It's because most of these potholes here. Oh, what's that up there? Oh, culvert. Most of these potholes fill in with water, and then they freeze, so they're not so bad. But as soon as the freaking warms up and that water gets pushed out, it's rumpy bumpy. There's the Dorn Ridge side. That same side, some hooligans tied a rope or a chain around it and pulled it right up, snapped the 4x4s it was on, and stole the sign. I couldn't believe that somebody would do that. Alright. Hey, what's the rush? I'm going as fast as I can go. And if I leave and I'm doing all this holding on to a camera or my phone. Yep. Be careful. This one here is a dangerous curve. And just keep over to the side. And you can't go way over because you don't know if that's like a false edge of the road. Because the plow puts it part ways into the ditch or in the front of my driveway. I got to talk to that guy. You could do a whole bunch of favors for guys on the road here. And without this, me taking videos of the road, nobody would have any idea what's down here because the Google map never bothered to come up here. And they probably won't. You're doing good, Storm. Just hang on. I can't go any faster. The only time you can go really fast is when it's freshly graded. Maybe the second time in the summer. The first time it's still mucky. Alright. Yep. Then we're going to be going down the last hill before the hill that we got to climb to get home. Yeah, isn't getting old, getting great. My freaking shoelace came undone, and it's the first time I wore shoes with laces, these rubber hiking boots, or hiking boots, I guess they are. They come undone when I was in the Princess Auto there, looking at a dog mat. And good thing my son came into the store, because I had to get him to freaking bend down and tie him up. And when I was at PetSmart, I dropped the bill, and some lady behind me seen me struggle to pick something up. She just came to the rescue to pick up one of those dog leashes that they use there. Now here's an old place. This property's, I would like to get this property and the next one up. And that would be almost 200 more acres to add on to the 100 I have. And then I'd have basically the side of this hill, and I can make access to it from my wood road going the other way back to get down to the creek way far in there, which would be really nice if you could take the Jeep that far. Okay, we made it. We're home, Storm. Okay, one last turn. And push open the gate or the door. And I'm going to let you go pretty quick here, because I got lots to do right now. There we are. There we are. And I wonder if I can see out the rear camera now. Yeah, a little bit. Still have to use the mirrors on these things. Oh. There, that works for me. Okay, folks. There's Storm back there. And take care. We'll see you soon.